make believe it's the first time, and I gotta say to you, love will find a way, ain't that always true? I want you.
I guess that's
I want you to make believe it's the first time, and I gotta say to you, love will find a way.
Aquarius, how you doing? And welcome. Someone is welcoming someone with open arms. Could be a Piscean. These arms of mine. Something to do with these arms. The arms. The up in the arms. Up in the air. But it might be the arms. Like the armed forces, they're also saying. Armed force. The armed forces. But it also might be a pub or a bar called the Arms Inn or something. Right, but the arms. Okay, sorry if I didn't say hi. How you doing? Channel messages, past, present, August. Okay, Aquarius, hope you're all okay. But we're going to go straight into the arms. We're going to go straight in from work, straight into the arms. Some of you are like, you know what, as soon as I finish work, I'm straight into the arms of my lover. Or I'm straight into the arms in the boozer with all my friends. Right, but they're saying that something to do with the armed forces as well. These are all new. Armed forces. Armed forces. So they're saying I am forced. Someone's forcing. Here we go again, Aquarius. Someone is forcing a sign, which is a fixed sign, which is yourselves. Also possible Scorpio. But they're the signs I'm picking up. Pisces, Scorpio, Aquarius. Possible Leo, Libra. I'm definitely picking up a Libra because I'm picking up what we'll go into. But armed forces. Arms. So some of you might be asked for service. So if you're an what? Be careful, Stephen. An OAP, OAP, don't you know? If you're an old age pensioner, I don't know, because it's something like we're forced to do this. Now, sometimes when things go chaotic, especially in the UK, we get called up in order to go to jury. So some of this could be court for some of you, okay? Court. Some of this could be where you have to go to the jury service, but this would also be service where you're called to serve for something, or you might be a server of some kind where you serve the server. Something to do with the internet, service providing. So you're providing something via the internet for possible a load of you. Okay, but some of you might work at a shop where you serve things, all right? You're all going to be, I've been served. Or you could be served papers for something, like given a paper. Okay, so some of you, you're either your children or yourself are being given a paper for school or college. Okay, but I very much doubt underage kids would be watching this because it's listed under my channel as don't watch it, right? So, I don't know, these could be your children. And it's like they've been given a paper in order to do this paper. So you would obviously be adults looking at college and you've been given a paper for the school holidays, right? Because obviously we're looking at August, we're looking at the 6 weeks. Yeah, I actually work for the school as well. So I'm having 6 weeks off, bruv. But something like what we're going to stick with, court and forces. Like I am forced into something. It's like I feel like I'm forced into it. Like I don't know. It's either like a job role that's going to come up, right? And you might or might not want to take it. That's where we're going with the Libra energy of weighing something up. Okay, the pros and the cons, and that is a channeled message of what I wrote, and that possibly might be to do with the court system that a lot of you might be going through. Okay, so pros and cons, weighing them up. I'm forced into taking so you possibly got judgment that could come up, and it would be obviously to do with where everybody possibly doesn't realise that during the 6 week summer holidays is where we have retrogrades and loads of different things happen with astrology. Everybody changes but you. Right, so we cash in a lot of stuff, we cash in a lot of energy, we reserve our energy for the next part of the year, okay? So they're all contracts that are drawn up, thoughts that are all drawn up. Then we go into obviously life path numbers that add up within the year of all this sort of stuff, astrology. Okay, but I'm definitely picking up that I'm weighing things up. Okay, now some of you could be on a diet like myself. Okay, that is presently just been cooking my own broth and stew. Okay, vegetable stewing Some of you could be suing or suing someone. You could actually be sued or suing, okay, or stewing. That would be completely different. You might know a name called steward or a bar steward. And no, it would be a bar steward, but or Stuart. The name's Stuart, right? But suing. Some of you are definitely being sued or sued, and it is to do with a court proceeding. So that would relate to the pros and the cons and the convicts and the pros and the court proceeding that could be across. So across from you, sorry, I'm just kind of like channeling as I write really, but across from you, because I crossed it out. The courtroom drama between a pro and a con, there's an X that marks the spot, so you might be dealing with an X. Right? So I don't know if you can see, but normally I channel and I write and I esoterically do scribbles and stuff, and it just means something, right? But I meant something to you once. It's kind of like I meant something to you, right? But it would be an X that you might be going to court with, okay, for a lot of you. And it's like I meant something to you at one point, but now I'm sitting across from you at court, right? Now some of you are sitting across from this person. Because it feels like X marks the spot, right? An X marks the spot. Oh, Mark. Okay, here's this Mark again, bruv. Is there a Mark that is watching my channel? Capricorn. Capricorn. Aquarius, right? Okay, so something is marking the spot, right? Is hitting the spot. Right, so you might have a very toxic sexual in nature with someone. It doesn't have to be a Capricorn, right? But it just means that something is hitting the spot. It's like, that's perfect. That just hits the spot nicely, right? So you're preparing, right? Preparing to be a parent, or papa, or a papa, right? So it's like a grandpapa or a grandmama or something, right? Grandmama just killed him. Oh no, hopefully not. Oh, okay. Oh, suicidal something. No, suicidal. Why am I coming up with these songs? Okay, so please watch your Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus that you may have already done. Very, very, very important messages that have been coming out for some. Okay, around a car accident and stuff like that. So I don't want to go into those because I come up with names of people that I know. Okay, and their star sign, and I didn't recollect that until I was doing it. And if you watch the Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus, you'll see that I went, ooh, I must contact that, and I still haven't. Okay, but I believe in destiny. I believe in things that are written that are meant to happen will happen regardless of whether people believe in it or not. Okay, I don't believe in free will. I think that we do have choices, but we soon get put back onto a destination or path that we should have been on, and we will only ever be or become the person that we're supposed to within our chart. That's it. It's mapped out for us. We have a life expectancy. We don't really know when that is. Okay, we don't transform from a car to a plane. You could be dealing with a Skoda, a Cancer, possible Cancer. Or if you are, watch the Cancerian readings. Cancerian, in a car, right? Skoda is a car, by the way. In the UK, I don't know about anywhere else. But something to do with Skoda, schooling someone. At school, you might be break from school or going to school. Either way, but you might have a break. If it's a 6 weeks, colleges all break up for 6 weeks, do they? I don't know. I've never really. Well, I have been years ago. So where are we going with these, Aquarius? So pros and cons. Libra, definitely Libra. Now Libra would be more of a merchant of merchandise. Okay, Dionysus, Diane. I'm picking up Diane and Dionysus, and ISIS account would also be Taurus energy for a lot of you. Bank account, weighing up your pros and your cons of what you can and can't afford. A contract that could be coming up with work, they're saying. But proing it, going pro, like you're getting advanced. Some of you could be getting an advance on your paycheck. Some of you are going advanced, as in you've moved from pro to advanced. Okay, you're advancing. Dancing. Some of you could be gone dancing. Dancing. Okay, hopefully you might like, I don't know if you want to listen, you might not want to, but I've got a new track, it might have been out by now. Angel Radio, you might like this one. something that I'm working on. It might have deafened you. You might not like it, or you might. But if you do like it, that is Angel Radio. I try to channel music also. Okay, so you might like that. You might like the intro to this one, but it won't be this one, I wouldn't have thought. But that is also part of this channel and the other channel that I run, which is Angel Radio. You might want to join. They're all in one place. Okay, something to do with like place. It's all in one place. Everything just seems to be fitting all into one place, Aquarius. So a place, it could be placements within your astrology, or a house, like a place at the house. Something to do with, I'm hearing the word house. Warehouse. The warehouse. Something is wearing in your house. So what you're doing in your house? So you're wearing something in your house. Oh, I heard a cross-dresser. Something to do with your dresser, maybe hairdresser. You might be hairdressing, or something to do with your dresser, right? So your wardrobe. You could be dealing with same-sex relationships for some people. Okay, excuse me if for my ignorance, but I just sometimes it's just catchphrases. Okay, wardrobes. The lion, the witch, the Leo, lion, the witch, and the wardrobe. Possibly a lion. And then a mother, maybe, right? So the lion could be a Leo, and they're saying, yeah, the mother. So something to do with the witch, okay? Excuse me, but it's like, excuse me, what did you say? Sorry, it's not me, it's you lot. If you're thinking it and it's happening, it's nothing to do with me, bruv. It's just what people think, okay? So it's kind of like, well, look, I don't care what people think. And it's like, well, it's just what people think. And it's like, yeah, but, you know, I'm not bothered what people think. You're having a bit of a discussion within your home, right, where there's someone that's kind of like, well, you know, we have to watch out for what people think. And I mean, I can't bear all of that. I don't give a shit what people think. I really don't. You can think all day long. I don't mind, right? But when it comes to people that are like, oh no, we have to worry about what other people think. Bruv, listen, I'm a guy, right? A lot of people, and this is no slate, no tea, no shade to any other tarot reader, but I'm a bloke. Right, I'm a geezer, but I'm a bloke, right? So I'm going to give you from a male perspective of what it's like being in or out of relationships, right? All of the above of counselling and God knows what else. But so you know, a lot of people either love me or hate me, but either way, I just come out with the truth. If I have Aquarius in the third house, bruv, I have no filter. My filter it just doesn't compute. I'll say things that really offend people sometimes. I'm thinking, oh, it's funny, wasn't it? And they're like, ha ha ha. No, bruv, that wasn't funny at all. And you're like, oh, okay, well, sorry, I should think before I speak. So you're dealing with me, right? But it's like, it's kind of the same instant, right, that you've got this thing where it's kind of like, no, listen, we need to worry about what people think. And it's like, listen, this isn't Mrs. Jones, right? Mrs. Jones. But this isn't like Mrs. Jones, this isn't the Stepford Wives, you know. I don't care what people think. And someone's like, oh no, Daphne, we must worry about what people think. And someone's like, listen, I don't care what people think, you know. And I mean, do people care what people think? I mean, me, I personally don't. Like, you know, I don't have a car. I have money to buy a car, but I don't want one. I don't need one. I would like a car. I just think that they're a waste of money, to be honest, because I don't need it a lot. I only need it a small amount, a car. So if I ever buy a car, I could have thousands and thousands and thousands of pounds, right? I'm not giving anybody my bank account details. But, you know, say if I had £1 million, right, I would buy myself probably a car for about £1,000. That would be it. I would be happy with that. I would, because I wouldn't use it, right? But me, you know, I've got a dustbin that always remains there, of empty then full and empty and full. But is that bin ever empty, or is it ever half full or full? You know, is that free will if it was full, or is it free will if it was half full, right? So can you ever tell if we ever actually really have emotional free will? So I'm on a bit of a debate at the moment, Aquarius, about this free will malarkey. I don't believe in it, to be honest. People have free will, but I don't. I really don't believe that you have emotional free will. You can tell people all day long, advice, and say that these tarot cards are not predicting your future, but they did, right? And I can tell you all day long, don't pressure a pressurized Scorpio or Aquarius or a fixed sign. Don't pressure them. But no. Right, because you have ego. Excuse me, I smoke as well. But you know, you can say all day long is that you have free will in order to change these, but you can't, you know, because they are designated for you to learn it through astrology, through your ego, through arguing, through separation, through talking, through feelings that change periodically. Okay, and because they do, everybody thinks that you have free will in order to change a set of cards where I'm saying what is going to be happening for this star sign throughout this month, or channeling a load of messages out of nowhere, and people think, well, how on earth do you do that? Well, that's not my free will, or is it my free will chance to do it? You see, I can decide to do that or not, but I can decide to not do it and then do it later, of an addiction, of something that you're called in order to do. So, it doesn't matter. Sorry, I'm kind of going off on your... going off. It's kind of like I'm going off. It's like, listen, I don't want to know I'm going off. It's just like, I just want to get lost, right? I want to get lost, but I'm lost without you. So it's kind of like, I want to get lost, but I want to get lost with you, right? I want to get lost without you, but I want to get lost with you. So some of you have got like a possible third party or some sort of decision that you have to make between, like, oh, you like get lost, and then it's like, no, I'm getting lost with this person. So who's getting lost? Virgo? So you could have Virgo now here, Virgo, a go-go, ba-ba-da-ba. Something to do with a go-go, show, show and tell. Could be Libra, right? So you show me yours, I'll show you. What on earth? What, a Nerf gun? Or a nurse? So who's playing doctors and nurses? What on earth? Why do I keep saying that? Why on earth? Why on earth? Wyatt or quiet. But what? Wine Up? What was that? What was that film? Wyatt Earp? Wyatt Earp? Wyatt. Oh, what on earth am I saying? Werpire. Higher. Sorry. What are you saying, bruv? Werp. Does that mean anything to anybody? Werp or work? Something's happening at work. Something's happening around your work. Worthless. I don't know. It's like weighing something in, but it's worthless. Like Libra energy, it's like, I need to weigh this in, but how much is that worth, bruv? And you're like, that's worthless. And you mean, what do you mean that's worthless? That means a lot to me. It's sentimental. So there's a lot of trading places. I'll buy that for $1, Randolph. But trading places, like, well, you do this and I'll do that, and I'll trade you for this and I'll become that, and you become. You could be trying to deal with a Scorpio that's trying to transform from a car to a plane. They don't. They don't. It does not mean transformation. It doesn't. Why am I here? What am I doing? I don't know. So you got. So you've got something there, Aquarius. You're on to something. It's like I'm on to something, or coming on to someone. Oh dear, what on earth's going on? I'm coming on. You. What? I'm coming on to someone. I don't know who you're coming on. I don't know who you're coming on, Aquarius, but somebody is coming on someone, and it could even be coming to America, right? Someone could be coming to America, or something could be coming to a showroom near you. It's coming to. It's like that like coming soon to a show near you. It's like it's all coming soon. The baby. There might be a baby on the way and it's coming soon. It's like, ooh, the baby's coming soon. Right? And someone's getting broody. Oh, okay. So we're picking up on readings of Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. But broody and moody and kind of like, ooh, we've got something here to look forward to. So this is the grandparents or parents of children? Because it's kind of like we've got this thing to look forward to, right? But it's not quite here yet. And that's why I'm thinking that's an expectancy of child, right? Birth. Well, that transforms. Right? It won't, because it'll always be an object. It won't transform into a plane, right? Anyway, Aquarius, I hope you're all right. So what we're going to do is now we're going to look into your past, present, and then August. All right, guys? So you could be dealing with a Pisces. Rainy days and Mondays always get me down. Something about always gets me down. Always gets me. Something always gets me. You always get me. So you always get you get me. You know me inside out, you get me. It's kind of like, you get me? It's kind of like this question and answer. It's like, listen, do you get me? It's like, what? Trying to get someone's attention, and they're like, what? I don't know. It's like, no, do you get me? It's like, yeah. That is definitely my Aquarian third house, but I also have it in Venus. But it's kind of like, do you get me? And it's like, no, I don't get that. And so, what do you mean you don't get the joke? It's kind of like there's a player or a joke. It could be dealing with a Sagittarius. Don't ask me why I always relate that to that energy. But it's like, do you get me? And it's like, no, I don't get it. And so, what do you mean you don't get that joke? It's like, that's just classic. That's a good joke. It's like, no, it's not funny. That's normally happens to you though, Aquarius, right? Anyway, let's see. I mean, even sun sign Aquarius is. Oh, well, any placement of Aquarius. Good laugh, bruv. Good laugh of an Aquarius. But people just take them the wrong way. They rub them up the wrong way. And they're like, listen, no, I'm not rubbing you up the wrong way. I'm just being honest. It's like, yeah, bruv, but calm it down a little bit. I mean, what do you mean? It's like, no, I'm telling you. Don't you get it? And it's like, no, I don't get it. You're dealing with some sensitive issue there, Aquarius. I'll be careful what you say to people. Well, I mean, I'll scribble that and I'll take all that back. Take no notice of me whatsoever, right? But I feel light energy around you, I really do. Because empathically, I'm feeling like fun, like time and time off. I mean, you could be like me that's got 6 weeks off, but I mean, I'll be working through it, but not at my other job, so I've kind of got time off. Anyway, let's see, Aquarius. Show me Aquarius in the past. In the past, wouldn't that be funny if that was... See, ruminating, rumour, there's a rumour, someone's gossiping, someone's spreading gossip, rumours about someone or something, probably talking to the family, and then arguing with the family as well, and thinking, why does not anything ever work out with me? Why, me, right? Why, whiny. That might be the Wycliffe, or White Cliffs of Dover, or Rover. We've come out with Rover or Dover or Rover, like a dog, maybe. But like, it's kind of like, what? I don't get it. Why are we fighting? What do you want to know? So it's kind of like, well, what do you know? You done it again. It's like, if I said it before, you done it again. And then you done it again. And I said, don't do that. But it's like, no, I've done it anyway. I either one, missed that reading, or two, I thought I had free will of that reading, but I could have gone to 50 other channels and then forgot the one where someone actually said, listen, don't pressurise someone. And they're like, oh yeah, brother, I forgot that one, so I've done it anyway. And well, I can feel that sort of energy. Like, it's inevitable. It'll happen, right? So it happened because I was ruminating on it. So it made me think about it, and if I was thinking about it, then I acted upon it. Show me, Aquarius in the past, what's been going on. So you got Aries. We've got too many cards out, really, but we will clear up the past. Past has been clear. There isn't anything clear about that because someone is ruminating on 5. Like I said, someone's within their previous karma, within their past karma. What I say to people, right, is don't pressurize people into their own karma and out of it, right? You have to stay out of it, right? And normally when you stay out of someone's way, right, people don't like it. When you're a masculine energy, right, you get the blame just as much as what a feminine energy does. Because a masculine energy is going to be coming home, putting his feet up on the box and watching the TV and coming home from work and saying, "You right, sweetheart? What we got for tea?" What do you mean, what we got for tea? I suppose you're just going to go and watch the football then, are you? I suppose you're just going to go and do what you want to do. What about me? Right? So you kind of got that energy here. It's like, well, I'll do it for you, but I don't want to do it. And so, well, what do you mean? You wanted to do it and then you didn't want to do it. So what do you want? You know, and what you've got is the classic verb of feminine, masculine energies. What do you want? What do you want from me? Right? So it's more like, well, what do you want? Well, I want this. What, your own way? Really? What, you think that it's going your way and not my way? So it's kind of like, get out my way, you're in my way. And I don't know, I think that's a family thing. But what you've had is someone that's kind of like, well, what do you mean? I don't get it. Why do you want to start an argument over something? And it's like, well, I just want to do it because you're not acting the way that I want you to, right? So someone's kind of like, well, forget you then, bruv. I've just got more important things to do. If you're not going to pay attention to me, I'm going to go off. And someone's like, well, fine, go off then. You know. That's right there. So then someone lives in regret and thinks, oh, I probably wish I hadn't said that, or I wish I hadn't done that. What's the 5 of Wands for? 7, eyes wide shut. Not prepared to see something, right? Is the fact that I don't want to know. I would rather not listen to you if you're arguing, right? I would rather not pay attention to you. And someone's like, well, why are you not opening up? If you're a fixed sign, why are you not opening up? Right? So someone added pressure as if to probably say, listen, you know, they're not opening up. And really, bruv, you know, the reason why people don't open up is because of a reason of their chart, of their placement, of their house, of what is within that designated 1 in 12 or 1 in 7 between house and relationship, right? So they don't listen to arguing. So they're like, I'm not prepared to listen. You don't want to listen to me, I don't want to listen to you. So that's that. The Emperor. But luckily, we're dealing with the past, right? Ooh, so Aries starts getting worried now. There's kind of like a worry. Worthy's mints. Someone likes Worthy's mints. Or worthy. We're not worthy. We're not worthy. There's someone that's thinking that they're not worthy of a placement of something. It's like, I don't fit in here. I'm not worthy. That's what they're saying. So, someone is flat on their back. It's like, I'm flat out. I've been flat out. I'm tired. I can't listen to people that start screaming and shouting and arguing. I'd much prefer to not listen and catch up on my sleep. Right. Now, I don't know about anybody else through the Pisces retrograde and everything, all the retrogrades that have all gone on. Right, the moon that was lasting for ages, that is probably still going on. Right. Me, I didn't lose sleep. I actually tried to gain it because I was like absolutely knackered through that. My energy level was like poof, crash, sleep. There's some kind of like hypnotherapy, hypnosis, or something wrong with someone's hip, right? Or partnership. Something wrong with there's definitely been something wrong with the partnership, that's for sure. Right, the Lovers. So you got taking too much. You're taking too much of my time and too much of my energy. I can't engage in it. I don't know what you want and what you don't want. Because you're not willing to listen. 9 is not wish fulfillment. It is, meaning someone is a fixed sign. Could be Aquarian energy also. But also like, yeah, but I've got everything I want and everything I need. But there's a confused energy of like, well, if you need me and I don't need you, then who needs who? So you're at a standoff of like, I just can't be bothered to try and, you know, I can't try and relate with this person at this time. Well, this time. Because you've got a lot of overspilt emotional cups, right? This cat here is playing with a cup. Some of you could have a cat. 5 of Cups. 6. Something in the family. Well, if you're not going to listen, I'll go back to my family to support me. I'll go and ask for their advice. And if that didn't work before, and I didn't get on with them, then it must be something wrong with me. Right? Yeah, but there's something wrong with your family. No, there isn't. Right? But what you've got is like, well, while I feel down and feel low and it's not working out in my life, what I'll rely on is someone else that's going to tell me what I want to hear. Right? This is why I don't ask anybody. I don't. But again, someone could have gone back to families and said, family members are really doing my head in. I can't think straight. I can't eat, can't drink, can't smoke. What can you do? Don't drink, don't smoke. So let's have a look. So the past seems to have been where there's been a lot of emotional turmoil. Let's put it that way. Aquarius presently. What's going on with just before they watch this reading? Tell me for Aquarius of what will presently be going on with Aquarius. Sun, Moon, rising Venus and Jupiter. Presently. So presently, you're reaching out to touch faith with your free will. Right? There is a chance that you have got someone very stable in your life. But it's like, well, you're stable, but you're unstable. Right? So it's like, well, are you stable enough in order to afford things and buy things for yourself? Yeah, sure, I've got some money. Right? So are you okay without me or with me? With or without me? But you've got an offer from a job, roughly, or some money is coming in. Libra energy is here, really trying to make this decision of who they want to offer to, roughly. Right? It's like, well, one hand I got a huge coin, right? One hand I got a koi. Core, it's like core. That's tempting. Someone's tempting, offering someone that's blind to something. Yeah. Someone is blindly sex-driven. Someone who's kind of like got a sexual attraction to someone that doesn't know. Put it that way. There's a feeling that someone has this attraction to someone, right? Might be a Libra. But it's kind of like, well, on one hand I've got my kids, on the other hand I've got my job. What do I do? On the other hand, it's kind of like, well, we're still at a standstill. I know that you're around because I can feel it. Right? What's this Ace of Pentacles? Six of Cups, happening in a family. Soulmate. Opportunity. Two, yeah. What's the two of children? Thinking about the soulmate, though. Thinking about them. People don't spy, you know, unless you're watching tarot readings. Unless your partner's watching tarot readings. What's the Two of Swords? Two of Swords. There is some conflict here. It's like, well, on one hand, I've got my family, but I'm still thinking about them. Are they alright? Are they not alright? Have they made a decision yet? No, I don't know. So I'm still going to ruminate on the thought that we're still at a standstill. The fact that no one's actually saying or doing anything. Because you got 7, 5 and 2. So someone would obviously avoid conflict. So you're avoiding each other so you don't argue, pretty much. Or someone's avoiding making a decision. No, I don't want to know. I'm not listening. I don't want to listen to 5. King of Cups. But I'm in love. I'm in love with someone that I fight with. The King of Cups. You will not stop a king from being a king. Your king is your masculine, right? Or the name Lin. But that's your masculine person, right? But they won't be any other than that. You know, you might love this person, but you kind of love them and then hate them and then love them and hate them. And you hate the way they do things by doing it their own way. And then you love them because you're in love with them, right? But you just don't like the way they do stuff. Which is free will. King, change your mind and stop doing what you're doing. No, that's how I feel about things. But can't you change your mind for me? Knight of Pentacles. Knight of Wands. No, because I'm thinking about my family and I'm thinking about my money, but I'm still thinking about the relationship that I'm in, that we're arguing about here. Thinking about the kids. What's best for the kids? Oh, you ain't getting through to this person. The King of Swords. 2 kings, 2 men. Could be the King's Arms, right? But again, you can fight all day long with these two, but you won't get their attention by doing anything daft in life. This person will just go straight back to the drawing board of money. They'll concentrate on their career, their life, their livelihood, anything that draws in revenue, anything in life. They don't have to have. They can have a job, 2 jobs, 3 jobs. They can do things on the internet. They could have children. They could be the man. But either way, you won't get this king, these kings. This could be one person. Could be you, but you won't get their attention by 5 and 2, which is 7, which is doing something daft to get their love, to get their attention. This person will just let you do it. These kings will just let you do that, right? Like I said, I'm not sexist, but a lot of people that watch, they all blame men. They're all blaming men. They done, they didn't do, they checked, they didn't say, they didn't want. I try to nurture them, I try to look after them, but, you know. So what I'm saying to you is that if these are men, and this is one person, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, you won't get their attention by a 7, which is, well, I'll get your attention by not speaking to you, or I'll get your attention by going that way. This king will just say, well, go that way then. Do it thing. Do whatever it is that you want to do, and you go off and do it, right? Because this guy here, these people, they'll probably go to the boozer and start talking to their mates and think, bruv, you're right. I go, oh God, she's doing my head in. That's what men do. She's doing my head in. It's like, can't ever make up her mind whether she's here, not here, arguing, not arguing, all that sort of stuff. All right, bruv, what are you doing? Yeah, 2 pints of Foster's and a packet of crisps, bruv. And it's like, you alright? Yeah. What's happening with you? Oh, you're in the same boat, brother, yeah? That's what men do. Right? That's what men do. You won't get their attention doing that. Right? So, let's clear up the past. Because the past seems to be creating the future of still ruminating on this 5s. Right, of still worrying about it and still thinking about it and going over it and analysing it a bit more and realising that you're in love with someone but you're fighting with someone at the same time. Right. But I guarantee you, I'll give you the truth of my life, I never ever bring the fight to anyone. I used to do Wing Chun as well, right? You never bring the fight to someone, right? Because you're not going to win, right? So you don't bring the fight unless you're looking for it. So if there's physical people that are like causing a load of conflict, the last thing you want to do is to, hi, I'm going to here to save everybody and jump right in the middle of a fight. Right? You don't do that. You back up off the corner, and if you're in a bar or a pub and it kicks off, you're the first one out the door, not the first one in it. Right? Unless you want to win something, or a title or a belt. Right? But basically, how I am in my life, I never bring or complain about a person to a person. I'll never say, look, you really need to start doing this and sorting that, or you're not being this way, or you really should do that more, and start wagging my finger. I just let people be the person that they are. It's the people that have a problem with me being my fixed signs and mutable signs, right? So I'm like, you'll just do what you want, right? It's just the way it works. Okay, show me Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising of Venus for August. So this is the long-awaited August reading, right? August for Aquarius. So 5 again. You've got 5 again. Keeping it alive, keeping the notion alive. Is someone alive or dead? Because I'll take this alive or dead. Dead or alive? Why am I hearing that one? Dead or alive? That's RoboCop. Dead or alive, you're coming with me. Someone could be arrested. Could be the pros and the cons. Arrested. Oh, I'm picking up RoboCop. A copper, maybe. Let's see. Aquarius for August. Aquarius for August. Show me Aquarius for August, please. Three of Swords, heartbreaking. Piscean, air sign. Mother, also at home, does your nutting. My mother at home does my nutting, right? Trying to mend something that's, like I said, the 3 is the amount of times you've done it, right? The amount of times that you've fixed it, broke it, worn it, done it, gone over it. The 3 is come back up again. We're doing it again. Is it worth my time? Is it worth my time to keep trying to fix something at home that can't be fixed, right? There is something that, like I said, if you've repetitively kept doing something, these 3s get worse, right? The terrible 3, the terrible 2s. Why? Sorry guys, I'm kind of like, my back is, I have problems with my back. Rising Venus for August. Nine of Pentacles, 7 of Swords. Someone is proper up in their, I don't know whether I'm single, whether I'm not single, whether I'm with someone or not with someone, right? So this 7 of Swords is kind of like, well, I'm happy, I can afford things, I'm looking after my health and my own well-being, right? But it's kind of like 7, 8, 9, 10. Someone doesn't know if things are over or not over. It's like, can you get over yourself? No, I'm still going over it. Oh, if you can't get over it, then let's just do it and keep doing it. Right? Keep doing it. So just keep it going. Someone's keeping this momentum going of like energy of like, I mean, if it's a third party, it is. Five. Told you. Is anybody dealing with a life path number 5? Man, because 7 is running from 5. That's why he's holding 5. 7 will avoid conflict. Doesn't want conflict. And the pop say, yeah, I don't trust them. So why on earth are people with people they don't trust? So it can't really be that unless you are. Right? So then what would be the point in someone with someone that you don't trust? Right? So the 7 is like, there's no way that I'm getting back into this cycle of 5 again, of like just things going over and over and over and over it and over it. It's like a record player, man. Someone has to get over themselves, right? Which is a 5. Got to get over that, because this 7 will end up thinking, well, I'm happy, I'm single, you know, I'll look after my well-being here, I'll just do that. Whilst you lot just run around like headless chickens and 5 and 5 here. Sorry if it's I told you I've got Aquarius in the 3rd house, right? But like, you know, the 7 could be a headless chicken. That could be like, you know, I dare you, or double dare you. It's like, you know, I dare you to say something, or I dare you to say something. It's like, I ain't daring anything, bruv. I'm just out, you know. Because 7s are busy going backwards and forwards and backwards and forwards and backwards and forwards and backwards and forwards. And this 7 at the moment is going backwards looking at 5, running from 5, from conflict, and going back towards 3 and 5, right? So you're in a complete 2 and 8 with someone that just kind of like, well, you know, we're not speaking, we're not doing anything, we're not talking, we're fighting. So if we're fighting, then you just carry on fighting yourself while I just concentrate on these 2 energies here, right? Which is my health, well-being, diets, karmic-free, debt-free, possibly. Right? That seems to be what you have, Aquarius. So we're going to go over to the other side now, guys. I think I've spoken for a while. Oh, here we go again. I'm nearly done, and then I've got to do a load more. This goes over to Tier 1 and Tier 2. Tier 1s and Tier 2s, you obviously get to see the whole extended, clarified cards and see what happens for your August. Okay. For Tier 2 members, if you want to join that, you get a 6-month reading that's going to, first part of it is going to come out over on YouTube, and the rest of that will only go to Tier 2 members. Okay. There will also be a question and answer. That was 2.5-hour video last month. I'll post something and ask everybody their question, and then at some point during August, I do a reading, put it up, and then with everybody's name, blah, 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 we'll go over the whole list of what I've asked, name, all that sort of thing. But you'll see if you join Tier 2 because I'll post something. Okay, and then also the 1st and the 15th, and then the 15th until the 31st. You get all those channel messages. They don't come on YouTube. They come out over on Tier 2. Okay, but there will be things that come out on YouTube if you just want to hang around and watch and stuff and wait for the monthlies and whatever, things like that. I will try and do past life readings, catch-up, energy catch-ups, and all that sort of stuff. Okay, so I really do appreciate everybody's kind words, support, likes, comments, all that. I really do appreciate it, guys, because it keeps me going. If you want a personal reading, all that sort of stuff, you can reach out from the link below. But everything is in the description. Okay? All right, guys, thanks very much. I hope you have a good August, and I'll catch you soon, Aquarius.